Hello guys, welcome back to a new video on the One Sister channel. Today we're going over the Attribute Evaluator, also known as the Attribute Trigger, and how it works and how you can use it. So first I set up a little demonstration here. Basically what this does, it detects if you're on the right team or right class. So I have two class selectors here. If I go in the red class selector, and click the button, I am not allowed in this room. It won't let me in and it'll turn red. But if I go in the right team, the correct team, and I click the button, it will open the door and let me in. Just like that. So today I'm going to show you how this works and how you can check your team, class, or any other things that will allow your player to get into a room, activate something, or something like that. So let's get right into the video. Before we start the video, if you would like a more in-depth tutorial on anything in Fortnite Creative, you can become a member to the channel. If you become a member to the channel, you will get benefits like being priority in the comments, getting behind-the-scenes bloopers, member-only live streams, and much more. If you would like a member-only video for your specific question, you can become a Tier 3 member. So join the channel today. I am also going to be having some merch coming out very shortly. Right now we do have a couple styles up on the store if you would like to go check it out. Click on the iCard right up here to go to the store. Thank you for all the support on all the videos. I really appreciate it. Now, on with the video. So basically, you can find this device in your creative devices menu. It should be somewhere in here. You can search up attribute and it should be there. Place now, you place it down. And basically how this device works is, I'll show you. Let's come in here real quick. So this basically checks for the team or the class. So if the player's on a team in the right class, it'll open something or it'll send out a channel. But if it's on the wrong team and class, it won't do it. So basically, say I'm on check for team 1 in class 1. So this trigger, once it's activated, it will check if the player's on team 1 and on class 1. And if it is on team 1 in class 1, if we head over here to this area, it says on pass and on fail. So on pass, you can add one. You could select select my lock device, which will open my door, and I will select it to unlock. And then I'll do another one that says a lock device, and then I'll say open. So that means if it's passed, it says if I'm on team 1 and on class 1, it will unlock the door and open the door. Now if I fail, if I'm not in class 1 or team 1, it will fail and it will send out another function to our HUD message device that says, and that shows it, and it'll say you are not allowed in this room. And also I have these devices over here. There's the lock device right there. And right here is the head message device. That's what I'm sending it to. So basically, that's how it works. If they're on team 1 and class 1, it'll open the door for them. It'll unlock and open the door. If they're not, it will send out the message saying, you're not allowed in this room. Okay, the other devices on here, the other options are like minimum player eliminations, minimum player score, minimum team score. These are all options you can put in here if you want it to check if they have a certain amount of eliminations, a certain amount of score, a certain amount of team score. So basically, if you come in here and you set this number to whatever you want, I'm going to set it to 5. If you set this to 5 eliminations, basically this person has to have a minimum of 5 eliminations for it to activate. So if they have a minimum elimination, same thing for the score, minimum score. They have to have a minimum team score, same for all these 3. Right now, right down here, we have enable on game start. Keep that enabled if you want it on. But if you don't want it on, if you look disabled, you can always come over to the functions area and put enable when receiving from. You can add one of these. You can select the device. You can enable when receiving from another device. Next one down here, team times can trigger. This is just, it's simple. How many times are you going to allow this attribute evaluator to trigger? You can allow it to trigger all the way up to 10 times or infinite. This is the delay and reset delay. So the delay is how much delay do you want on it. So it activates, and then how much delay do you want, how many seconds do you want. before it actually sends the channel. Next one on here is reset delay. This is how long you want it to reset before you're allowed to use the device again. Down here, visible in game. Do you want this trigger visible in game? Yes. Or not visible in game? No. So you can make it visible or not visible if you don't want your players seeing it. Or you can just hide it in the back somewhere. Next one here, trigger sound. Do you want the sound enabled or disabled? That's basically it. So basically, the scenario that I set up here, this one is on Team 1 in Class 1. This one switches it to Team 1, Class 1. And this one switches it to Team 2, Class 2. And basically, they step in here, say, oh, I'm on Team 2, Class 2. They click the button. The button sends over to here. And it sends over to here, and it says, evaluate player I'm receiving from. When I click the button on interact, so that means whenever I click the button, it will evaluate the player. And then if the player's on Team 1, Class 1, then it will unlock Team 1, Class 1, it'll unlock the door. And if they're not on Team 1 or Class 1, it will send the message out saying you are not allowed in this room. I'll show you this one more time. One quick time right here. So if I come over here, step in the one where I'm on Team 2, Class 2. If I click the button, it'll say, no, you're not allowed in this room. But if I step in to Team 1, Class 1, click the button, it will open the door for me and I'm allowed in the room. Just like that. I have actually made one more example to show off this trigger, except just doing the door. You could do the door, or you could do something like this. There's a lot of different things you can do with it, but this is another example that I came up with. So basically, it's the same thing as over there, but one player is on the green team, and one player is on the red team. This is Team 1, Class 1, and this is Team 2, Class 2. So basically, the person on this red team, say this was a reset button. They're not allowed to reset the builds. This person over here in the red team is not allowed to reset it, and it won't let him, no matter how much he tries. And if this person over here on the green team, Team 1, Class 1, activates it just like this, it will allow him to reset the builds. I didn't set this up fully, but this is another idea of how you could use this device. That's basically the simple way of how the Attribute Evaluator works. If you did enjoy this video, or if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Make sure if this video did help you out, then hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And if you would like to support me in the item shop, you can use code PEEPER1235 to support me a lot. That supports me way more than you'd think it would. And as always, a sister out.